This recipe I took 2 cups of rice, that is regular cooking rice for food, and I soaked it for 2 to 3 hours. And after soaking, we need to grind it into a thick paste by adding little water. Then I took 2 cups of rice flour and 1.5 cup or 1 cup of the poha or flattened rice, which is soaked for 5 minutes. That we can grind it into a paste, or leftover rice you can grind it into a paste. If you don't have leftover rice, you can add regularly cooked rice only. That is, we need what rice we eat regularly, that we can grind it into a paste and you can add. This is for one important thing. The rice which is soaked in water, that gives very hard consistency outside for this punugulu, and inside because of poha and leftover rice or leftover rice paste, that will give soft consistency. And binding agent could be rice flour. You can add 1 spoon of basin or gram flour, which will give a different taste, or else 1 spoon of maida or all purpose flour as a binding agent. You can add in a small droplet form once everything is ready. If you are interested, you can add 1 by 4th cup of sour curd also. This is a very tasty punugulu because it won't absorb much oil if you add flattened rice. And they are very tasty by adding into small droplets. It is important to check one droplet into the medium medium flame. If you keep large high flame, it will burn outside, inside it won't be cooked. And 1 by 4th spoon of salt and half in 1 by 4th spoon of baking soda are essential. If you add more water, if you add more baking soda, they absorb so much of oil. You need to check by dropping one droplet and whether the batter is correct or not. You can add little more rice flour to make it harder little, that is to prevent the absorption of oil, which is a useful tip. And here this is very tasty with a combination of chutney. I used peanut and tomato chutney combination. You can go for regular peanut chutney. For this chutney you can check my previous recipes in my channel. And here you can add finely chopped onions and finely chopped green chilies if you want to elevate the taste. And this same batter you can use for guntu ponganalu or paniyarams also, and uttappam or dosa, or else even sometimes like soft idli. So this is a multi-purpose batter which we prepared, and this will be same like punugulu on street side, which is very tasty. The combination is always good with tomato chutney also, because however we prepare the punugulu, if the combination is not proper, that won't elevate the taste. So this is good. The positive thing of this is you can prepare it that day itself. No need of keeping the batter fermented. That is a main important thing. To absorb the oil, you can use tissue papers, and the tissue paper will completely absorb the oil which is cooked. And this is very tasty recipe as a evening snacks, especially for the kids. You can add little cumin seeds also to elevate the taste, and coriander leaves also. If and sometimes the Bengal gram or chana dal, we say that 1 cup you can soak it for 5 to 15 minutes. If you soak in water, that also you can add, it will give more and more taste. The combination of the punugulu with gram flour, sorry, and that with basin or chana dal is always very tasty. This is our South Indian dishes. Hope you liked this.